Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long intros are for losers, so let's just get into some swatches. Today I'm going to swatch the Misunderstood palette. I'm going to do this by itself, and then I'm going to do all of the villain collections on their own in a separate video, just because I don't want it to get too long. So we're just going to focus on this gorgeous palette today. I'm going to swatch it. I'm going to show you what they all look like. I'm going to give some first impressions on what I think about this palette. Remember, if something isn't swatching really well, that doesn't mean that it's not going to perform well on the eye. Sometimes that just happens. Sometimes they look a little bit patchy on the hand, and then they will perform a lot better with a brush on the eye over primer. We're just gonna do it on my bare hand. I don't have any primer or moisturizer down or concealer or anything. We're just gonna see how it looks. So let's get into this palette. Okay, so the first row is right here. We've got No Spots, Mongrels, Diablo, Devious, and Tragic. So I'm going to swatch all 5 of those shadows right here on my hand, and then we'll discuss. All right, so this is how the first row looks. This is the only one that I'm a little bit concerned about. It is No Spots, and it just looks kind of patchy to me. However, that being said, I don't know that I would use this shadow for really anything other than like a base layer on my eye, so it doesn't have to be like the most flawless. I'm really impressed with this one. This one is Diablo. I think that it looks so good. I mean, and so does this one. I mean, like, let's be honest, both of these, their shimmers and metallics are always so good, guys. Like, look at that. Look at that shine and that pigmentation. And then these two are also really pigmented. So far, the first row, the only one that has me a little bit concerned is No Spots. And again, it might do really well on the eye. Okay, for the second row, I am going to switch up hands just so this one can dry from the makeup remover. We've got Underworld, Pain and Panic, Forest of Thorns, Flotsam, and The Fates. And y'all know from my last video, The Fates is the one that I am like living for. So let's cross our fingers and hope that it's not patchy, because it is also a matte. Okay, so this is how the second row is looking. I did a terrible job swatching. I'm right hand dominant. I was using my left pinky, you know. This one, Forest of Thorns, gave me a tiny bit of trouble. It went on a little bit sheer, so I had to build it up a little bit. But like, y'all, look at these other colors. And this one is not as patchy as I made it look. Again, like, I was using my pinky, and just a mess. But as you can see, it's really nice and pigmented. So I'm very excited to throw this one on the lid, on the outer corner, on the lower lash line. Like, it's all gonna be good. And I think what's really nice about this row is that I feel like you could create actually a pretty decent look using predominantly these shades. You obviously need something in the crease. That's what those first 2 colors in the first row are for. Just some matte neutrals that you can throw in, but like, what a good combo. Can you imagine like an eye look with all of these used? I think that would be a gorgeous combo. Okay, okay. Alrighty, and for the last row, we're gonna go back to this hand. We have 100, oh, actually, I think I've been starting over here. So we've got Revenge, Sing, Jetsam, Facile, and 101. As you guys know, in my last video, Jetsam was the one that was really speaking to me, but I also really like this one, Sing. Both really gorgeous colors, so let's see how the last row is looking. Okay, this is the last row. It is obviously the darkest and deepest and most mysterious. So I'm sorry to say, guys, that this one, which is Revenge, was kind of patchy. I had to work with it a little bit. And then this one, which is Sing, also went on sheerer than I expected. It was easy to build up, but I wish that it had just been like a one swipe. Oh my gosh, that color is incredible. Jetsam, yes? Jetsam and Facile are awesome. Look at Jetsam, it's a little bit, it's not really a duochrome, but you've got like those really nice undertones in there. Do you see those kind of shimmering about? How incredible would it have been if this had been a duochrome though? Like, now I wish it was a duochrome. I'm happy with it, but I wish it was also duochrome. And then 101 is just ye old matte black. So anyways, This is the last row of this palette. I am really excited to get into it now. I think that for an entire eyeshadow palette, for me to only be concerned about this white shadow, this purple, and purples are really hard to formulate, you guys. Like, I don't know if you've heard this in other videos, but purples, for whatever reason, it's the combination of dyes and whatever that go into it. Purples are really difficult to formulate, and they often end up kind of patchy anyways. So I'm not that surprised that this one was not like the primo eyeshadow in the entire palette. And for being a purple, it's actually doing pretty well. And then these two were, these two were a tiny bit underwhelming, but again, they're not bad at all. Like, there's nothing about these swatches that I'm like, that's not as good as I expected. Like, guys, look at these swatches. So I am really excited to pull out some really nice looks with this palette. I'm excited to play around with all the different shadows. Let me know if there are any particular shadows that you love from this palette after seeing the swatches. And let me know if you want me to use them first. You can always leave comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, ding the bell so you get notified. And we are going to hit up the rest of the Villains collection very, very soon. So don't you worry. I am very excited to get into the rest of it with you guys. So have yourselves a great day, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye. Oh, still filming. That's fine. It's fine.